We got a lot of follows, so thank you everyone who followed. Welcome to the stream, and let me know if you have any questions. I do have a Discord. But unfortunately, Discord, we can't talk on Discord for normal game reviews. It's too time consuming.
Review
So I usually
started.
just do that with students. So you are black, I'm assuming. I recognize the profile picture. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have like so many people. I need to get through it. I need to get through. I need to reach as many people as I can while still like giving good quality. So unfortunately, we gotta prioritize. Was playing half asleep. It's probably not the greatest time to play a rated game. My camera's lagging. All right, so Joseki, so we're 13Q, so we're almost single Q. So, why are we not playing just? Oh, you're black. Never mind. Yep, Pincer, nice. Okay, just okay. So you surround, make base. Perfect, perfect. Hane, I would not Hane and Tanuki. So Hane and Nobi is kind of the idea. So that way you reduce the ice space and then you just run away. This also makes this cutting point a ladder, which is very nice. Right, so it protects the cutting point. It also takes the base. It's very nice. Otherwise, just Nobi. If you want a Tanuki, don't Hane. If you want a Tanuki, just Nobi. That way you're strong, and then you can Tanuki. If there was something urgent, then yeah, this would be important. But this is just a big move. This is not urgent. Maybe if you like were worried about this cutting point over here or something. But it feels weird to Hane and then Tanuki. This is Joseki. This is fine. Punish. Nobi. There. Cut. There. It's the punishment. Oh, okay. This works too. Just Nobi. Don't. That way is only one cutting point. One cutting point versus two cutting points. Yeah. You can also just connect. The reason is maybe he sacrifices a stone for a squeeze. Above this level, but you know, it's whatever. Either way, just fix. You fix. That's good. But there are technically two cut, just slightly more Aji. Technically, this is not necessary to fix. If this cutting point worked, this would be a mistake. Okay, so if White could cut now, right? Well, I suppose there's a ladder, but like, I'd rather fix with something like this. But okay, so you just fixed. But yeah, this cutting point didn't work. So it looks like so far your basics have been good, but your shapes need to be improved. So shapes you can improve with reviewing pro games from like old Japanese pro games. Getting your games reviewed is also a very nice way to learn shapes. Play the same patterns over and over, so that way you can like until you get the shapes down. So play the same ideas, play the same openings, same Josekis until you get the shapes down. And then you add on just a new Joseki, like add on like one or two Josekis at a time while you learn the shapes. But yeah, just so far shapes. Um, when you have support on both sides, you go on fourth line because fourth line is for development. So you have support on both sides. You want to develop. This is really flat. I would just fix here. If you Nobi, then White also gets to Hane. So it's just unnecessary. So you handled the Hane wrong. Because even though the Hane might have been correct, your follow-ups were incorrect, so it's better to just Nobi. Right? But the Hane's fine, you just learn the follow-ups. Yeah, just shapes. This one's decent because it actually helps fix this cut. It doesn't help fix that cut though. It's interesting. All right, your opponent goes in. So surround. I prefer a capping move. Caps and shoulder hits are very nice for surrounding. But if I can cap, it's usually better than a shoulder hit for attacking because shoulder hits are technically touching moves because the immediate response is touching. So shoulder hits, if you have the option of a cap versus a shoulder hit, caps should be better. But just surround. I mean, yeah, this is still fine. Here, cap. This cut doesn't work. 2 cutting points. So yeah. Looks like you need to learn the capping move for attacking. So that's a shape that you can add to your game, is the cap. Look for caps when you try to surround. When they don't have a base, look for a cap. And see if it's possible. Pushing him out seems very strange. Are you weak? If you're weak, then just run away. Don't push from behind. So, are you weak or is white weak? If you're weak, run away with a 1-point jump. Just run away. If white's weak, then surround. But pushing him out and pushing from behind, this is not good. Alright, so this is nice because you build this. I would,
Pass.
still weak group, just surround. Okay, get that, and then go build.
Remove the dead stones.
Looks like Villicom is finishing. That's not finished. That is not finished.
White wins.
White wins by 50. Holy crap. That's interesting. So white wins by 33. But it's technically white's supposed to win by 33. Oh dear. Why they didn't finish the game? The top right, the middle. That is oh, he wanted to be done. Then he can resign. No, just because they pass doesn't mean you pass. Like, it's not discourteous to finish the game. If he wants to be done, he should resign. So you should have finished the game. If he passed, you go make more points. That is not discourteous. Yeah, you should have finished the game. Yeah, nice one. Alright, so yeah, here you could have surrounded. Cut. Very nice. Yeah, very easy. Don't even worry about it. This is just white making bad exchanges. Alright, so ladder breaker. Nope, none of these moves are affecting the ladder. You could technically peep the knight's move to fix the ladder, and then just go back and surround your opponent. Well, that's not a shape. So here, heck, yeah. Actually, this is really nice. Here, and then turn, and now he has 2 problems. But if you don't see that, then you can maybe do some sort of double attack. Maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. Okay, so you choose to cut. For this level, this is fine. But when you get stronger, you will learn a thing called sabaki. This is very easy to sabaki. Yeah, your opponent just gives up part of it. Watch that ladder. You don't care about the cutting stone? That seems important. That's actually very important. Because, yeah, this is points, but this is like health. And also, you can cut right here. And also, this is floating now. So, you're letting him just live in Sente. Okay, Gote. That seems very passive. That seems very passive. Now, okay, so this is actually a big mistake that you just said. You said he's walking into my territory. That is definitely wrong. Because One thing that I've actually had a couple students say this. They're like, "This is my territory." No, 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 no. This is your framework. This is your territory. Territory can't be taken from you. It can be reduced, but it can't just be taken or invaded or blah, blah, blah. This is not territory. This is an area that you control, and that if your opponent plays inside of, you will make more than they will. In other words, you will make a positive exchange rate. Framework, or this, or the Japanese word is moyo, right? This is a moyo, a very small one, but this is a moyo. Moyo is not territory. Okay, there's a huge, huge difference. Because territory, you're like, oh no, I don't want them to take away my territory. But moyo, you're like, yay, they played inside of it. Now I can make a positive exchange rate. Okay, huge difference in mindset. Huge difference in follow-ups. And when they play inside of your framework or area of control, they will make 1 or 2 points or less while making eyes and running away, blah, blah, blah. You will make whatever you make for free, right? Da-da-da. So you make these points for free. Who cares? Even if you lose these, you still have the right, and you have a couple points right here. White has 0. So you still made a positive exchange rate. Huge difference between territory and framework. Okay. So that's probably why you freaked out here, because understanding that difference. But if you understand that difference, then you don't really care about losing 6 points, because here 0 points, 2 points, positive exchange rate. He goes down. Okay, now I block my territory. Now I block my territory. I block my territory. Maybe I fixed my cutting point. I block my territory. Okay, but look, that's fine. 0 points for white. So it's still, you still made 2 points, or 1 point at least. It's still a positive exchange rate. Actually, it's more than that because you killed 2 stones. You made like 5 or 6 points, and he made 0. It's still a positive exchange rate, and you didn't lose any territory. And now he has to run. Yeah, that is the way you think about it. And that's why this one is not good, because it looks like, oh yeah, I blocked my points. Well, you got 5, 6, 7. We'll give you 6, 5, 6 points. Technically you got these 2, I guess, in the fight. So let's say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And white got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 1 point. 1 point positive exchange rate. And the reason I know that I can count this as 2 is because a good rule of thumb is thickness facing an empty center is worth 2 points per stone of thickness. So you can even say right here, if you're unsure of how to count and you're not sure of what it's going to be, then just rough count it as 2 points for every stone of thickness. That's a simple way to count it. So this one, you could say minimum value that white will get is probably this. But white's actually facing an empty center, so it's very arguable that he will get more than that. But then you might reduce it or whatever. So he doesn't technically have more than that, but he could potentially get more than that. So this is maybe 1 point for you, with white potentially having the chance to make it more than that. So that's, if he plays this one, it's less than 1 point for you. But you have Sentai, so but exchange rates. Yeah, that's how you handle that. I don't know what profit this move is going to get, so I'd rather have thickness facing an open center. Because the open center, these stones will potentially affect fights, affect influence. It affects a lot of things. So, you can use it to reduce, you can use it to invade, you can use it to attack, you can use it to defend. Thickness facing an open center does have future value, but this one doesn't really have future value, so it doesn't really have much value. This is overplay. Yeah, this is overplay. Cutting 1 point jumps without thickness. Like, if the cutting 1 point jumps is usually not good. This is why we run with 1 point jumps, because they're very easy to handle. So cutting 1 point jumps is very greedy. This is, you're trying to kill. You are trying to kill. This is way overplay. It's not basics. Not basics. You're gonna die. Okay, so you didn't die, so that's good. This locally looks good. Globally, you have a weak group. So, defense first. Defense first. We can sacrifice this stone, so you're fine. And then big move. I don't see an influence, so maybe start Yosei. Oh wait, cutting point. Cutting point. Yeah, cutting points. So defense, then offense. Defense, then offense. Locally this looks good, but like, what if he activates this cutting point? It's very dangerous. This is not defense. This is trying to kill again. You are attacking with a weak group. And also it's very bad shape because cut. You can't do a pre-peeped tiger's mouth. Like pre-peeped 1-point jump, pre-peeped tiger's mouth. You can't do a pre-peeped shape. This is not defense. You run away. Run away, keep him cut. Yeah, he lives. That's his right. Okay? But he lost this territory in Sentai. So it's still a positive exchange rate. Now you go poke here. You poke here. Actually, poke this one first. Poke that one first, then poke. Okay? Positive exchange rate. Who cares if he lives? Positive exchange rate. Fix our weakness. Maybe fix our weakness while reducing. Positive exchange rate. Who cares? Who cares if they live? Who cares if I don't kill them? I don't need 20 points. I just need more than him. I'm really surprised he didn't push right here. What's wrong with this move? I don't know what's wrong with that move. Technically, this is the shape. Technically, this is the one. Yeah. Empty triangles are usually the wrong shape. This is a ladder, isn't it? No. Because after you play the ladder. Yeah, it is. Because you just capture. Yeah. This is a ladder. Oh, he does ladder. Ouch. Ouch. That's a negative exchange rate. Cutting points. Or fix your cut. Fix your cut. And then Yosei. This looks like Yosei. Or no, I guess you're reducing, but this is connected. This is connected. I'm not sure why you picked this one. Oh, you're trying to do a ladder breaker. Okay, I see. I didn't even care about it. I just gave it up. In my head, that was dead. If it activates later, cool. Okay. Wait, we're not gonna fix, or we're not gonna follow. So we played this as a ladder breaker to threaten something, right? That's what I thought. But why make a Sentai exchange if you're not gonna do the follow up? Oh, well that's nice of him. Oh, I guess you're not gonna fix. Fix. He just let you fix. Fix. Yeah, here you're trying to fix your cutting point. Okay. That's not fixing your cutting point. That is giving you another cutting point. If I just turn right here, you are in a lot of trouble. Because Knight's moves are cuttable. I don't know if you've heard this on my stream before, but Knight's moves are cuttable. You're being very greedy, saying I want to fix the cutting point without fixing it. No, just fix the cutting point. Don't be greedy. Just fix the cutting point. Like, I understand the single digit Q mindset of I want to fix by utilizing your weakness to fix, but this isn't utilizing any weakness to fix. This isn't even fixing. This is just not accepting there's a cutting point. This is going crazy. Yeah, you're going crazy. Save this. Maybe it's co-threat. Make your eyes. Gotcha. Yeah, it looks like in this game you're just not accepting the board. yeah, sometimes the board is bad for you. Sometimes you make mistakes, but you have to accept it, and like just fix, and then wait for an opportunity to make a comeback. Okay, but not accepting the result and just blindly digging yourself a bigger hole, um, it's just going to make it worse. It's going to make you it can make you very angry because you don't accept the result and then it happens anyway, and it's just very frustrating, which leads to anger, which leads to rage quitting, which leads to bad habits, which leads to you hitting go, which leads to you quitting. No. Yeah. Just it's better to hit the resign button than to do this. Yeah. No, don't feel called out. I've done it too, okay? I know this because I have done it. It and it does take practice. Like you got to understand go is not just developing skills. It's also developing very good mental habits. We've all been there, right? But good mental habits can actually be applied in other areas of our lives, in other video games or other board games. So you can develop very good mental habits in Go and apply it elsewhere in your life. But at the same time, Go can also emphasize bad mental habits in your life. And we've all been there, okay? We've all done this. So don't feel called out. Don't feel like personally attacking you or anything. We've all done this. But we have to acknowledge that we do it to fix it. Yeah. Taking a break when you're doing this, taking a break is a very good idea. I highly encourage it. Like you can take a break from Go. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. This is not. It's not like you have to play Go, right? But I can say therapy sessions with Clossi. Yeah, I can say that this is a bad mental habit of not accepting the result. So when you come back, make sure that you accept the result, accept what you see. The first step is admitting you have a problem. First step is acceptance. Or what? Actually, what are the steps? I don't know the steps. I don't know why. I just know the first step. The first step is admitting. Um, one of the steps is one of the steps accepting. I don't know if that's true or not. Accepting that you accepting the result and just taking it one step at a time until you can fix it. Um, yeah, that's what's happening in the second half of this game. That's what's happening, but in the first half that led to the oops, that led to the not wanting to accept, is shapes. So reviewing Japanese pro games, old Japanese pro games, like 1800s, 1900s can help. Getting game reviews can also help. Taking your time and actually just playing your beginner shapes like 1 point jumps, diagonals. Don't be crazy. Don't try to force stuff. Um, it helps. Just stick to beginner shapes until you get to single digit Q when you need to, and then you learn how to utilize. You learn the shapes to utilize your opponent's weakness, and you learn more shapes and more shapes and more shapes. But use the shapes that you know how to use. Don't force random crap and say I'm going to just read everything, because none of us are AI. We can't read everything. It's way too difficult. We have to take shortcuts. We have to use our simple stuff, baby steps. Use our training wheels. We have to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, one shape at a time. You will get there, but you have to do it efficiently. So yeah, shapes and accepting the result. That's the two big things this game, and hopefully you find that helpful. Yeah, hopefully no one feels called out. Like, don't feel called out. We've all been there. It's important advice to hear, though.